Peace, y'all. This is Brother Rich from Underground Railroad Productions. We are now about to bring to you Dr. Blair live in New York City. And to me, I think this is one of his best lectures in New York. Support Dr. Blair. Support the movement. Go to the website. The DVD is over 4 hours long.
Our planetary vibrations are changing everywhere. The Dracons, who have always been fighting you in the first place, know that if you can ascend to that consciousness, you will get past the heaven that they're on, which is a hell. This is when they made heaven a hell because they got on the fourth dimension. Many of you now are experiencing the fourth dimension. Many of you now are seeing shadow people and things out the corner of your eye. Many of you people now aren't sleeping much at night, but you're not waking up like you're all sleeping tired. You're waking up nervous and twitchy because you want to understand, wow, it's another time. My sleep is not necessary, but what I have to do in sleep, I have to do in the flesh. Most people now are speeding up in vibration. Most people now, the days are flying by. As soon as you go to sleep, you're waking up because we're going to a higher dimension. The fifth dimension would be like the fifth heaven. Remember, ahead of their time, almost for 30 years, the fifth dimension, we came out with 2 songs that were good. Surrey, which went a little bit, but what? Aquarius. We're into the age of Aquarius, when the moon reached the 7th house, and Mercury and Jupiter lies with Mars and all. We're in that dimension. They were foretellers. They were fortune tellers to tell you where you were going, when you were going. Now they'll even tell you're supposed to be on December 21st, 2012, which means it's almost 2013, and then we'll be in the 5th dimension. If that is the case, and we all conjectured, we have to reach our own truths here, that means that on that date, or close to it, we will now be 5th dimensionals, which means that all of our protagonists, all of our enemies, all of our problems that came from the reptoid-dracon combination that has been trying to hold back this whole galaxy, they will now be beneath you, because they are 4th dimensionals, trying to affect and doing very well and interfere with 3rd dimensionals. They're not supposed to do that in the Creator's houses, I understand. But they're doing it. You say, well, they're getting away with it. No, they're not getting away with it. They're doing it and being recorded what is happening. There is so much going on, and I don't want to jump here until a little bit later, but I'll jump here then because we will go through a final Q&A, and that'll take about 45 minutes. There is so much going on our planet right now. Most of us are not aware. Keep in mind this. The kind of unrighteous, unspiritual forces that are now in control of this planet and have been for some time, they're not the Creator, but they've been controlling this planet, do not want you to be spiritual. And they don't want to give you time to think, and they're always trying to bring something that makes you aware of the physical and makes you forget the metaphysical. That's why they do all the things with the weather. That's why they do all the things with the drugs. That's why they're genetically modifying the food. That's why they're putting poisons and mercury and things into the water. That's why they have you using these cell phones and computers and everything else, which are necessary, so they tell you to conduct business, and they're right, but not when they give you ELF propagations, which is killing your physical body, stopping you from getting into higher consciousness because you're too worried about the cancers and things that what they're giving you is causing. So I say again, a wise person does not avert the truth. A wise person uses the truth and then makes that truth his or her truth by making that truth bend just enough where it becomes a practical truth. If you've got to use the cell phones, if you've got to use the computers, if you've got to drive a car, if you've got to use a microwave oven, if you've got to use a digitally enhanced pixelated TV set, put a diode on it. If you're going to go to sleep at night, sleep on a diode pad so your dreams become more retrospect and honest rather than the things coming from pain in the back and all because the radiation is now affecting you. Everything that's on this planet now must be revealed. No stone will not be turned because everything that has been hidden in the earth and in the stones is now being revealed. Most of the things are hidden in crystals. That's why they're telling you don't use crystals. Crystals now cost all kind of money because locked in the crystal is the same thing that's locked in your blood. Your blood is a river of life. Your red corpuscles and white corpuscles are composed of crystals. And when they dry out, they form hexagons. They begin to form sacred geometry. The river of life is your blood in your veins, and it is now going to a higher dimension. That's why you're moved to stop eating the meat so much. That's why you move to get into the juices, because you've now got to give that river of life the true energy so you can begin to glow from the inside out, and people are beginning to do that. When you fast, Your soul shines through. You get clearer in skin. I didn't say what your complexion was. It becomes clear. There's a radiant glow that comes around you. Around Paragon, there was a blue glow around that planet. Would let you know the dimension that that planet was on. There's an energy field around all. Some people can see auras. Some people can see what they call the nimbus. Every time you think a good thought, it registers in the field of energy around you. The combined thoughts make up a neighborhood. Or let's start with again, make up a family. The combined thoughts of a family make up a neighborhood. The combined thoughts of a neighborhood make up a city. The combined thoughts of a city make up a state. The combined thoughts of a state make up what? A county, or so on like that again. On down the line till you get into countries, and then you get into planets. Each planet, around it, what they call the Akashic record, the energy field, the nimbus of this planet, reflects the overall thoughts of this planet. And as this planet is how this planet will be judged. You are the mitochondria, hate to refer to you as that, but that's all you are, of this cell in the Creator's body that is called Earth. What they did in the movie was to take all of that, make it just simple, going from one cell to another cell that was light years ahead, because those people there were on a different dimension. The dimension they were on was the fourth dimension. And just as the evil ones came to Earth and tried to wreak havoc, they went to Pandora and tried to wreak havoc again too. What they weren't successful on Earth in doing, this is why they had to get a higher form of metal to come back so they could begin to go to the dimension that they didn't earn spiritually. They try to get there physically. When you try to go to another planet physically and not mentally, you will fail. And if you go there, you have to wear a breathing apparatus. You have to conform because you're not right for that planet. I'm not talking about the moon now. The moon is not a planet. That's an artificial satellite. It's up there to hold you back. We'll talk about that near the end of this.